Alright, welcome back to part 2 of Comic-Con Season 4 Gym Leader Challenge. This is the post-tournament games. During the tournament I went off and did other things, but we're back now, and the first game after the tournament is against Dark, and I've got a Psychic-type lead, so whatever he sends out is going to have something super effective. Fortunately for me, though, it's a Sharpedo that just wants to protect and pick up its speed boost, so I'm all content to give him as much speed as he wants, while I've got enough defenses to tank, especially after Reflect. Fortunately, he does pack Crunch over, I guess that thing can learn Dark Pulse. So I do get up both screens, though. And I could Memento out, but I have enough, seeing how much that did, I have enough to take another one. And I can probably, especially with some more Life Orb recoil, probably get him out here with a T-Bolt. Not that this thing is, too specially invested, but it's still gonna hurt, and it still hurts, and does take him out. And around this time, I look at my guys' items as I'm playing the Switch, and I realize that I brought the wrong items. I didn't change from versus Grass, so that means Dragonite's got a Persim Berry, and Scissor's got the Lum Berry. But because he does have the Lum Berry, it might actually be okay. So he takes the Dark Pulse just fine with Light Screen. And I'm definitely going to go for 1 SD, probably as he blows away my Lum with a Wisp. And he does go for the Wisp, and he misses the Wisp, and I told him that was, I felt bad for that, and he was somewhat surprised that someone was actually showing compassion for him. So evidently people have been crit haxing him all day and then feeling good about it. Like, geez, that's really a mature way to carry about yourself. But then again, I guess it is little kids, so, whatever. Anyway, so because of the Swords Dance, or the Will-O-Wisp miss, it allows me to pick up a second ST that I normally wouldn't have gotten. And in comes Hydreigon for his last. And my dumb self decides, oh, I'm gonna Bug Bite, because I should be able to live a Flamethrower with the with Light Screen up, and I don't live a Flamethrower with Light Screen up. So that's just stupid. I'm pretty sure that a +4 Bullet Punch kills Hydreigon. It kills a flawed Ivy Celebi, so it should kill a Hydreigon, assuming no defensive investment on either one. But anyway, that's what I counted against. Anyway. So, thanks to Light Screen, I am able to live a Dark Pulse. I guess it would have been about the same result either way if I just went out straight to Persea, but anyway, if he had critted, it would have been the same result either way. So anyway, so he's got a half special attack, and now he's got a 1/3 special attack after that, and I'm able to live it thanks to the attack drop and get up a DD, which should let me be faster, and Outrage for the win. So I think he said he was actually going to give me the badge win or lose, just for I was going to get it Ash style just for showing some compassion toward him, but I was able, however, to just win it outright and win it legit. So that was pretty cool, and thanks to him for sticking around and fulfilling his hours. Alright, got the next one against Psychic, and this one is against one of the fine gentlemen from the HM7 panel, and he was actually pulling double duty, had out 2 DSs taking on 2 challenges at a time, like this was chess or something, so that was pretty cool. While I was in line, I overheard some stuff about Trick Room, so that was kind of on my mind. I don't think it would have affected my first move here of Light Screen anyway, but he does indeed set up Trick Room, so that lets me know that I shouldn't try to Dragon Dance right away. I'm probably just going to use Scizor, which should be fine if he is indeed Psychic. I forget if I knew that at the time, since I think he had 2 DSs, so he had 2 different teams, something like that. Anyway, he keeps going for Scald, so fortunately he doesn't have Flamethrower. I didn't even think about that at the time. I was more worried about Scald burning. But I think Zelos does have a Lum Berry here, so I think it would have been okay if he did burn, but unbelievably enough, he never did, despite Scald being notorious for burning more than 30% of the time. So, because of the threat of getting burned, though, I don't want to Swords Dance around too much. I just pull one, and then I'm able to kill him off with 1 Bug Bite. And this thing comes in, and I'm pretty sure if he sends it in, it's gonna have HP Fire. It doesn't need to waste a turn to set up Sunny Day or anything like that, since Trick Room is up. And sure enough, that is what he packs. So I don't have Aqua Berries because I have Lum. So Zealous goes down and Trick Room expires. So Persea comes in, and I don't want to DD up in case he tries to Sleep Powder, or he's not going to have HP Ice, but Sleep Powder mainly. And I do Fire Punch. He does have Aqua Berry, however. However, I also get a crit, which I'm not sure if that mattered or not. I ran a calc on it, and I think it does around in the mid-30s, 30% that is. without any defensive investment, and since it's Trick Room, it very well might be defensively invested, so I don't know. Probably mattered, might not have, I don't know. Anyway, Side Strike does a hilariously low amount of damage from Alakazam, especially since I don't even have Reflect up. I guess Multiscale is just that good. But I'm able to take him out with a single Outrage, and that will be badge number 4. So we're at the halfway point and running out of time. I gotta pick it up and win these last couple games. Okay, so the first rematch is against Steven and his Grass Menagerie. And we actually had one before this that I lost and didn't get to record because we were able to go again right away. So no time to record that one. We'll just jump right into the third one here and see if I can finally get a win, eh? Starts off with Ludicolo again, and this time I'm not going to be aggro. Not going to be aggro this time. We're going to start off with Yuxi and set up some screens. So this Hydro Pump comes, and it still hurts a ton. That is darn strong. But anyway, get Light Screen up, and based on how much it did now that Light Screen is up, it did about 100 points, so I could probably take another one. But he sets up Rain to make it even stronger, and I'm just going to go ahead and Memento out. I want that thing with as little offensive potential as possible, and because Rain is up, I want something that resists water, so it's not going to be Scizor. I'll save him for later. He should be able to do decently against anything that's not this thing, so I'm fully aware that Ice Beam's going to come, but I'm pretty sure I can take it pretty well. With Multiscale and Light Screen, I only take 35 points, and I'm going to DD up. And then I'm going to plan to DD up next turn as well, as I should be able to live that, taking about 70 points. And with both of us at double speed, with him with Swift Swim and me with 2 DDs, I'm thinking I should be faster, since, you know, base 80 speed versus, I think, Ludicolo's base 70. So it hits me with 68 points, knocks me down to 69, and I'm not faster. So I'm like, crap, 1 HP, Lev! 68 points exactly again. Presea kicking in the clutch and able to live that with 1 hit point and completely save the game with that live and that Outrage. However, Cacturn does come in to Sucker Punch, but that was absolutely clutch and absolutely essential. And it was funny that he hit the same exact amount of damage 2 times in a row as well. So anyway, Zelos comes in, and I could Swords Dance, but I'm pretty sure it's, it might be sashed, it might be something. So I'll just go ahead and go for a hit, and he does indeed Focus Sash and breaks my bricks and breaks my Light Screen. But in case he wants to go for a Sucker Punch for some additional minor damage, I'll just Bullet Punch him out of there and see what he's got for his last guy, and that would be Venusaur. So I gotta hope that this Bug Bite is gonna 2-hit KO. And it just ever so barely will, but he has Sleep Powder, which, fortunately enough, I was expecting, because I put a Chesto Berry onto the Scizor and a Lumberry on the Dragonite, so I was very well guarded against Sleep, and very good thing that I was, because I'm able to 2-hit KO the Venusaur with Bug Bite, and that will finally get me a Forest badge out of this. So, as I mentioned last video, Steven's a great player, so go check out his channel. I think I linked it last video, and another funny note about this battle is we started, and then the second panel, which you guys can see later, the second panel started, and we just kept having the battle while the panel was going on, while he was talking, so that was pretty cool. And on to the next one. And the next one is against Big Green, which has the Insect badge, but it's not Bug, although there is one Bug type, and I believe Flygon is in the Bug Egg group, so it's sort of along those lines. But the theme here is that all the guys are green. So start off with Yuxi versus T-Tar, and don't really want to get hit too hard by a Payback or whatever, but definitely going to go for Reflect. I'm clearly more afraid of physical T-Tar, and it's not Scarf Tar, it's just wants to do a Payback, which hurts quite a bit considering Reflect is up. So I don't know, maybe that's banded, but anyway, whatever it is, I don't think he's gonna appreciate seeing a Scizor come in with Reflect up, and Payback does pretty much diddly squat. So I think I put Akaberry on Scizor for this fight for whatever reason, probably because I expected Bug, so I didn't expect to have to use Fighting. So I get an SD up on the switch, and even if he does pack Fire Blast or whatever, I have some inkling that I might live it because of Akaberry. Probably actually would not, since I don't have Light Screen up. But he actually lives with like single-digit hit points, but he goes for Earthquake instead, so that's just as fine. And sends out Scizor of his own, which eats Bullet Punch, and eats it okay, but not really that well. So he's got lefties, and because I did throw a couple of speed EVs in here, I am able to outspeed him, and am able to take him out with Brick Break before he takes me out with... I don't know, something maybe. Anyway, so I'm going to be able to Bullet Punch the rest of his guys, take off that last bit of HP, and I don't think T-Tar can live a Bullet Punch too well either. I do get a crit here, which I doubt mattered too much, especially since I still had D-Knight left at full HP with multi-scale and whatnot. But looks like there's only 2 gym leaders left, and they're both ones that I've lost to before, so we're going to have to win some rematches to get badges 7 and 8. Alright, so here we go for a rematch versus Dragon, who I lost to previously, that you guys didn't get to see. And I decided to take a page out of his book this time and try to lead off with Dragonite of my own. And this guy was actually really cool. He was all chillax about everything, win or lose, and that's the way I like to see people be. So, lead off with Colette. Crap. So, I look at my team and I was like, no crap. I forgot to change my guys around. This is bad. I'm going to lose this, and I'm running out of time, so I probably can't get another rematch again should I lose. But anyway, so at this point I check out mentally a little bit. I am going to go ahead and set up Reflect. I probably should have went ahead and Memento'd here. For whatever stupid reason, I go for T-Bolt. I guess just to check if he has lefties, which of course he does. Check if he has lefties, and also try to get a Parahax, which at that point I was legitimately thinking was a way that I might actually be able to get out of this. So, set up Light Screen, because I saw from the previous time that he does have a Latios that I want to be able to try to live stuff from. So I do want to get that up just in case that becomes something that I'm able to do. Then I'm going to Memento out, and I think he's got 3 DDs under his belt at this point. And I look at the terminology there, and it says Harshly Fell, which I think in 5th lingo means -3. I forget if it's I think it was -2 in 4th gen, but I think it may be -3. I always thought it was -3, but I think it might actually be -3 now. So Akaberry is going to allow Scizor to live that with Reflect up, and I'll pull an SD, which I'm not going to live a second Fire Punch, so I will Bullet Punch him just to break multi-scale, assuming he has multi-scale. Probably does. And he DDs, which is very surprising to me. I'm pretty sure that I can't kill him, though, even though this should be double damage since multi-scale is not off.
Here I go! This hand of mine is burning red! Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory! Erupting! Burning! Finger!
That was huge and completely changed the face of the game there. So Latios comes out, caught in an Ultra Ball, because I think most of the gym leaders are actually legit here. Surprise, surprise. That's the benefit of playing local wireless. But Bullet Punch is actually able to wipe out Latios in one shot, which I was not expecting, but cool. So in comes Haxorus, and my Reflect just wore off, so I'll Bullet Punch that and hope it kills, and it doesn't kill. And he Brick Breaks, which is going to kill me, would have ignored Reflect anyway. It does go ahead and kill Light Screen. Zealous, why you live? Holy snot. Clutch live on Scizor for the win, especially since this was not like a max HP one. I threw some speed in there and sacrificed some HP, so that was awesome that I somehow lived. Sure, it was unstab, but it was still Haxorus, and that was incredible. So thanks to the crit on Dragonite and the clutch live, Scizor was able to bring home a victory versus Dragon, and I just got one more left, so let's see if we can go for number 8.
Not going to be a head tie. It's going to be something very, very similar.
Alright, here we go with the last one, and I do mean the last one. So, as the number of challengers started to dwindle off during the day, most of the gym leaders started to have just some casual battles amongst themselves. At this time, the fighting gym leader, she was involved in a 4-player double, which those are always fun to do, where you have an actual partner. and those are always fun, but I wasn't going to disturb her. I was going to wait and ask her for a rematch after that ended. And around that time, though, the call went out for, alright, challenge is over, don't accept any more challenges. Fortunately, I was about 2 yards from where that took place, so I was able to sneak my head in there and say, could I get one more game, since this is for my last badge? Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered if I had had, 2 or more left, because I wouldn't have been able to get them all. But, I wanted a chance to, one more game to try to get them all. So, here we go. Against Fighting rematch, and I switched Scissor to the front of the party, as you can see there, because Fighting Gym Brick Break I hope should do well against Scrafty if that is what she sends out first again, and that is what she starts off with as an Aaron, and I'm gonna go straight for Brick Break because I don't want that thing setting up a sub. I'm not really sure who's faster, but because of my speed EVs, I am faster. I don't know, I actually don't know Aaron's base speed. But I am able to knock it down to the red where it can't make a sub. She does have however, picked Brick Break, which is nice for her, and that's probably going to be the apex of damage she can deal. She can't make a sub with that much HP, so I am going to get the swords up, and she's going to Brick Break again. I don't think even a crit Brick Break would kill me here, but knocks me down to 74. And I'll be able to finish that off with a Bullet Punch. I suppose I could have used Brick Break as well, but Bullet Punch works equally as well. And in comes Infernate, which I knew she had from Versus Recorder. And so I was expecting her to use a fire move, but I guess she didn't want it to miss, so she just went with Mach Punch, which I think did 36 and leaves me with 38. So Bullet Punch is going to 2-hit KO, but she will Mach Punch again and get a crit, which a crit or damage variation, that really doesn't matter too much. I probably would have died anyway. So in comes Colette, and I think I'm actually going to have her try to get a kill here. She hasn't done much in the way of killing things all day, although she does have Thunderbolt, so that's low enough that I think T-Bolt might kill it. Overheat does quite a bit, but once again, we get a single-digit HP lift. So Rock Slide will pick up a flinch, but she'll switch back to Overheat here, as Rock Slide's not doing very much damage whatsoever. And I'm now down in the red, and we'll be able to finish it off with Thunderbolt. However, I don't have Reflect Up or anything like that, so that's not what Colette's meant to do. But Machamp is the last guy out, and I'm probably low enough that a Bullet Punch would take me out, but fortunately she either doesn't have it or doesn't go for it, and just wants to kill me off with Payback. So I do get Reflect Up, which is nice. Should allow Dragonite to come in and be able to fight through some confusion. There's no reason to DD, I should already be faster, and 2 hits at +0 is going to be better than 1 hit at +1. So Outrage is going to be able to do enough. Dynamic Punch will come, however, I do pack Lumberry, which is what it's on there for erasing confusion, in this case from Dynamic Punch instead of Outrage. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Outrage for the win and for the 8th badge. So unfortunately, however, because I was kind of late, I didn't get the shiny Bulbasaur, which was the prize, but you know what, that's fine. So thanks to her for letting me have this rematch that she totally did not have to give me, and had a great time. So that is going to be badge number 8, and I guess we'll have some closing comments as well. Alright, well first off, I apologize for the immense delay on this video. Comic-Con took place, what, February 3rd through 5th? First weekend of February? And it's now almost June, so it's been like 4 months of delay on this video. And it's pretty much due 100% to me just being lazy. I also made this little animation, but that doesn't excuse 4 months of laziness, so... This is going to be the only video where I actually get to talk. The rest of these are just going to be filmed live on site. So I just want to take this time to give some thanks to the staff of Comic-Con for putting on an excellent convention. Stuff went by about as smoothly as it could have. Lines were policed pretty well. Yeah, just awesome everything. No big problems like we had with the rave last year or anything like that. Just excellent time all around. And also big thanks to the Poké Center staff, since that's where I spent most of my time, and gym leaders especially. They were excellent sports about everything and just conducted themselves with lots of class, and that's what we like to see when we're playing Pokemon, you know. So my costume this year was, as some of you know, was Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia. That's my favorite RPG, and if you haven't seen it, you can check out some of the pictures in the description. And I just want to gush for a little bit here, guys. The guest list this year was crazy good. This was the first year of charging, but $20 was about as cheap as I've seen any non-free convention. And this guest list was, I think, definitely comparable, if not better than any like $100+ conventions that I've seen. So, like nothing I've seen, not in this, especially at least not in the Southeast, for anywhere near the price range, has even like come close. And some of that may just be, you know, the type of guests that I like to see. But you know, as far as big names and just quantity of, yeah, just everything was just so good. I can't even put it into words. Definitely the standard to which I hold all of the conventions. But I know I've gushed about Comic-Con way too much on TPX, so I guess we'll not spend more than 60 or so seconds gushing about it here. Definitely wish I could have recorded more, but you know, I only have a limited amount of battery power on my camcorder, so I guess we got enough recorded. No, I guess there wasn't too much more that I really wanted to get recorded, so I guess it was fine. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's what the DVD is for. I do have the DVD ordered. It should be arriving soon, I hope. But we're not going to be uploading footage from the DVD because that would be kind of, you know, weird and bad. But so the next cosplay, what's the next cosplay going to be? We did Persona 3 protagonist last year, Lloyd Irving this year. It was going to be Takato from Digimon for next year, but I think I'm going to change that to a character who's almost the same as Takato, Black 2, the protagonist of Black White 2. Kind of the same outfit anyway. So that's what we're going to do, and that actually provides a nice segue into our next topic, which is this was the first video where I've done anything involving playing 5th versus other people, so I guess we'll mention some things on that. Definitely going to be waiting for Black White 2. I'm not sure which one's going to be my main version, but regardless, it's not going to be Team Mega. It's not going to be, you know, these things like I do for 4th. It's just going to be a couple of themed teams that have been festering in my head. I know there's one Gundam Wing team that I've wanted to make since late 3rd, early 4th, so that's finally going to get made. The games will be far from standard. I'm not going to reveal exactly what the stuff is going to be at this point, but definitely far from 5th gen standard, don't worry. And we're definitely still going to be doing 4th gen primarily on this channel, as long as I can keep getting battles, and as long as I can freaking post them, because it's not been something I've been posting a lot of lately, to be honest. But anyway, so hope you guys enjoy the rest of these convention videos. There's another Pokemon panel that involves some Who's That Pokemon. That one should be nice, and there may be like one more, I'm not sure. And then the closing ceremonies, where we'll get to find out who won, what the egg is going to hatch into, which magical animal mascot are Shio and Kosho going to be wielding for Season 5, which that website's going up, I think, June 1st, so presumably the magical animal mascot will be up on that. So if you haven't found out yet, you may want to wait and see it happen sort of kind of live, even though you guys have had 4 months to check up on it and get spoiled on it. So anyway, I'll just say definitely make sure to check out the closing ceremonies video for that. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest. And Comic-Con is awesome. Later days.